Man versus gorilla. A TikTok trend and reels and whatever you watch things on, YouTube shorts, a trend essentially, where people like even Robert Irwin have joined in on to discuss what men would fight a gorilla. 100 specifically, but men to fight a gorilla. Now here, on the Tamarin Wheeler channel, we will be discussing what fictional men I would recruit to fight the gorilla. So today for this video, welcome into the channel by the way. I'm Tamarin Wheeler and welcome into my little corner of YouTube. Welcome in. Today we are discussing something that feels very true to my heart, which is fictional men that I would personally acquire to fight the gorilla. The gorilla is, how many, let me research this. Has 4 to 10 times the greater than average human strength. Essentially, they are pretty fucking powerful. And if we had 100 men, what 100 men would we recruit to fight the gorilla? Now you see, I've made an entire list of fictional men that I would personally get to fight the gorilla. Now I've put them into categories: the sacrifices, the frontline defense, I'd kill the gorilla easily, and they probably would, the idiots, the overly confident, the miscellaneous, or they're just kind of there, you know, the strategists, and the people that I just kind of hired because they're hot. I'm only doing characters of books I have actually read. If you have fictional characters that I haven't mentioned, comment them down below where you'd put them in my little categories, in my little tier list, Let me know. And I feel like we should just get straight into it. I feel like this is fun, isn't it? You guys are having fun, right? This is a fun Tamarin Wheeler video, right? Right? Right, guys? Guys, you need to say right. Let's start with the sacrifices. The people that, honestly, I'm willing to just kind of chuck in front of the gorilla and be like, let them have it. I don't really care what happens to them, you know? Let's start with, very shockingly, this is the biggest shocker of a character, Tamlin, from A Court of Thorns and Roses. I wonder what noise he's gonna make when the gorilla eats him. People that understood that reference, please, I need my people that understood that, or I seem crazy. Percy Weasley from Harry Potter. This kind of is just for me to test if the gorilla actually like loves or hates rangers, depending on it. A ranger is the term for gingers, Australian by the way. And also because, high key, I just never liked Percy. Octavian from Percy Jackson. And I know he did a lot of bad things, but do you know the main reason I'm doing this? Is because bro had no right to destroy Percy's pillow pet. He had no right in the world to do that, and I'm getting my revenge by chucking him in front of the gorilla. BAM! That's what I'm going to be doing to him. Medoran from Court of Thorns and Roses series as well. I feel like that's self-explanatory. He's a bitch. He is a bitch. And he's just, bye. Hear me out. Harden from After. Men's went so back and forth. I want to see if he'll just go back and forth between the gorilla or actually try to fight it, you know?
Whoa, everybody was kung fu.
Cato from the Hunger Games. Look, man, if he was going to die to the wolf mutts anyways, let's just see how he goes against a gorilla. Also, though, he might honestly have a bit of a fighting chance. I'm just throwing him with the sacrifices because I kind of don't want him to be part of the frontline defense, you know? Just got my little grudge. And finally, as part of the sacrifices category, I'm going to chuck in Locke from Cruel Prince, because what the fuck was his character on? What was he on? I only read this series the end of 2024, like very end of it, and Locke got on my nerves so bad. Locke enraged me, so he just deserves it. I'm sorry, Taryn, he deserves it. Frontline defense. These are the people that I would put in the front lines, you know, the people that I'm like, you know what, they'd slay. I feel like they'd slay. But them surviving is a 50-50. Now, some of these people I feel like maybe could slightly kill the gorilla. Slightly. How does one slightly kill? They could kill the gorilla with some effort. But I feel like they wouldn't be like, yeah, I'd actually kill the gorilla easily. They'd be like, yeah, well, first of all, let's have the bro squad in. Dorian and Kale from Throne of Glass. I needed this duo together, first of all. Second of all, Cale was literally captain of the guard, and Dorian has his magic. I feel like it would work. I feel like it makes sense. Next is Caden, Rocker, and Zeke from the Medoran Chronicles series. You see, okay, Zeke I feel like would kill the gorilla easily. I feel like he wouldn't brag about it. He'd do it, but he wouldn't brag about it. That's why I'm putting it in frontline defense instead of I'd kill the gorilla easily. Caden, look, he's all powerful. Do not get me wrong, that man is really powerful, but he's a teenager. And I feel like I'm gonna add that factor into it. He is a kid. So I feel like he's not gonna kill it because bro hasn't reached his full potential yet. And he's pretty powerful, but he's not like there yet, like kill a gorilla level yet. You know what I mean? There's a certain level that he has to be to do that. And also Rocker. Rocker is like, could he kill it? Maybe. But also, I feel like he wouldn't brag about it either. Yeah, what's up, wifey? Mwah. Okay, yeah, just kill that guy. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Now, Iron from the Frostbyte series. Again, frontline defense. Don't think he'd kill the gorilla. Would he put in good fucking effort though? Yes. Would he do some damage? Absolutely. But I feel like he's not powerful enough to actually kill the gorilla. Now, next from the Hunger Games, Thresh and Marvel. Marvel was very much debated whether to be put in sacrifice, but I love his actor Jack Quaid too much to do that to him. And yes, I did just base someone a bit more off the actor than the character. I'm sorry. That was horrible of me. I'm sorry, but I love Jack Quaid.
Oh hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Because I feel like their career tributes, they would have the potential to pretty much harm the gorilla a fair bit. They are also teenagers though again, so it's a 50-50 with that. They're like 18, I think they're both 18, or Marvel might be 17. And then finally, in the frontline defense, Alec Lightwood from Mortal Instruments. I had to add Alec into the front defense. That man with a bow, that man with his bow is so skilled. He would do some fucking damage. He would do some damage. He would. Next is I kill the gorilla easily, but they actually would kill the gorilla easily as well.
Didn't even break a sweat. Nice work.
Aether from DuskBound. Bro is just so fucking powerful. Like straight up, he is just really, really powerful. Like he killed a gorilla. I have nothing else to say. He's just really powerful. Rhysand and Azriel from A Court of Thorns and Roses. Hear me out. They would so easily. I'm sorry. Rhysand would do anything. Rhysand could kill anyone, and I have no doubt about it in my body. Rhysand especially, but Azriel is a deadly fucking beast.
Don't fuck with me! I have the power of God and anime on my side!
Wait, he would so kill it. He's done horrible things. He would just easily kill a gorilla. Like that. Literally, like that. And lastly, Percy Jackson. Now, this kid can bloodbend. I guarantee you he can kill a gorilla. And I feel like that's that.
Don't fuck with me! I have the power of God and anime on my side!
Wait, if he can do that, he can kill fucking anyone. I feel like people know that Percy Jackson's powerful, but they underestimate how powerful he is. That kid can do so much damage. Now we've got the list called the idiots.
Oh, these are pretty cool bananas.
Which are the people that honestly, they're just dickheads. Now, the three people in this category, starting off with Leo Valdez from Heroes of Olympus. I feel like that's self-explanatory. Yes, he could honestly do some damage, but Leo's there for a good time, not a long time. Craft some crazy-ass thing and hope for the best. But he'd also be an idiot. He's a bit of an idiot. Sorry, Leo Valdez. No offense, buddy.
I just don't feel you, dude.
Next one is Key from Frostbyte. He's a teenager. He's done a bunch of random shit. I feel like he'd casually fucking just go like, yeah, no, I'll do it. And he's just a silly goose. That kid would get really injured. He would get really injured and he'd piss off everyone. But that's why he's part of the idiots.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Billy.
And lastly, Ronald Weasley! How dare you steal that car! I am absolutely disgusted! Your father is facing an inquiry at work and it's entirely your fault! Yeah, so Ronald Weasley. I feel like, again, he's a bit of an idiot. But he wouldn't, I feel like none of these people in the idiots category are useless. They just need to learn the stakes, and I feel like if there's no stakes, they won't do well. I feel like they all do better under a lot more pressure. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's the vibe. Here we go. Here are the overly confident ones. The people that I feel like are overly confident and maybe could kill the gorilla, but they again just are very confident in themselves. Larrick from Riftborne. I feel like he wouldn't be able to kill the gorilla, but he'd definitely think he could. Like, sorry buddy, but I feel like, sorry. I don't know if that's offensive to him. He's a book character, he can't be offended, but still. Next one again is Hunt from Crescent City. Again, I feel like he could kill the gorilla. Hunt's pretty fucking powerful, but would he be overly confident about it? Absolutely. He would think that it's just another Tuesday.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
And act like it's the easiest thing in the world, and people would be like, okay, but whatever. But I still put him on the team though, as overly confident. Jace Whalen.
Maybe if he stopped screwing his sister, he'd be less confident.
I feel like that man has just been through so much that he'd think that he can do anything, and he'd get his ass kicked by the gorilla. And also, like, I feel like it's very situational based. Like, if he used all his Shadowhunter abilities, probably a fighting chance. If he forgot his Stellae, which I feel like he would, then he's fucked.
Just like he did with his sister. I should stop.
And Cassian from Court of Thorns and Roses. Do not get me wrong. All the bad boys could defeat the gorillas. Do not get me wrong. But would Cassian be overly confident about it? Abso-fucking-lutely. He tried to brag to Nestor about doing it. You know what I mean? He would do anything to hype up his girl, but he'd be like, you know what, girl? I'm gonna defeat this gorilla. Catch you later. Yeah, I can defeat him and all that. Like, look at me. And lastly, Carden from Cruel Prince. I feel like he'd have a fighting chance. Easily have a fighting chance. But he's also just a little prince at heart. And I feel like he would just act like he could and then, like, not do well. And then his girlfriend would have to come in. His wife would have to come in and do it for him. So next is the miscellaneous, or the just kind of there people. I feel like these are the people that are just kind of like there. They're there to just be there, but they aren't necessarily part of a specific team. And I've got only 3 people for this one. I've got Hamish Abernathy, because bro just deserves a fucking break. Bro deserves a break. He just be there for the refreshments.
Here, 2 shots of vodka. Then 1 shot of melon liqueur.
Bryn from Anarchist Underground. Him, again, I feel like he would be chillin'. I feel like he's honestly not as best of a fighter. Well, he's pretty talented, and he'd do good, but he's there for the vibes, and he probably just wants to chill out, you know what I mean? He'd be just part of it for the shits. And then Run from Crescent City. Now, again, okay, look. Do not get me wrong. Run could do some serious fucking damage, but I feel like he wouldn't want to. He wouldn't want to be part of it, but he'd just kind of be there. Now we've got the Strategist.
You smart. You very smart.
The 3 people that I feel like are gonna be there to help the fuck out. And not in a fighting way, because these people are probably not the best fighters, and that's okay. But they're there to be the brains. They are the brains of this operation, okay? We've got Sebastian Writing from the wrong brother. We've got Bear from Medoran Chronicles. Honestly, Bear does not deserve to go through the fight after everything he's been through, R.I.P. William, but he'd be there to just be a strategist. He'd be there to chill. And then Wyatt Kellows from Sunrise on the Reaping. He would tell us all the odds of everyone. He would tell us what the best moves are without giving odds in it. He would just know. Bro is smart. He would just know. And finally, the last category, my favorite category, is the people there for the looks. The people that don't necessarily have any fighting ability, or some do, but like, you know. But they're there because they're pretty men. Sean Writing from The Wrong Brother. Honestly, yeah, he would not have any reason to have any fighting ability, but he'd be there because of the looks. Finnick Odair. Yes, he could fight. Do not get me wrong, Finnick Odair could fight. Do not get me wrong. But this man deserves a break. This man deserves to be happy with Annie, and I will not take any other considerations. He is there because he is a fine man and not to fight, and if anyone else wants to fight me on this, you watch yourselves. Next is Peter Malark. What are you going to do, Peter? Turn yourself into a rock again? Turn yourself into a tree? Hide from the gorilla? No. You're there because 5'5" king. That's why. Peter from Divergent. He was very close to being a sacrifice. Like, minusculely close. But I was like, you know what? He would be okay if he was just there because of his actor. Miles Teller, you know? Next one is Maxon Shreve. Maxon Shreve. That took me like 3 tries to get Maxon out correctly. Again, no fighting ability, no fighting capabilities. But you know, he's a pretty blonde boy. What can we say? And the last person is Reed from Serpent and Dove. Yes, okay, Reed could have some abilities. He could have some abilities, but I feel like he's not gonna want to fight that much. I feel like Reed is just there for the vibes. Okay? He's just there to look pretty. If he wants to fight, sure, go ahead. We'll put him in frontline defense if he really wants to be. But he doesn't have to be. Because I feel like bro's gone through enough. And chat, this is it. This has been fictional men I would recruit to fight the gorilla. If you guys disagree with me on any takes, if you guys feel like other characters should be in other categories, comment below what you think. If you also want me to do a girls version of this, comment below. If we thought this video was not that funny, comment below. Any interaction is a good interaction. If you guys like what you see here, if you guys like this sort of vibe, maybe think of hitting subscribe, but you don't have to. And yeah, I will see you guys for the next video though. I have a lot of videos planned, so let's hope get some good ones pumping out. I will see you guys all next video. Bye!